to you live from Southern California. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway. And on the hill, the big righty, Shohei Ohtani. And Singy, he's one of the most dominant arms in all of baseball.
We know he's one of the best in the game, doesn't make many mistakes, and if he's in a pinch, he'll make up a pitch and throw something that you've never seen before.
All right, ready to get underway. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And the pitch. Ball one, no strikes.
Ball one, no strikes.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
This guy at the dish excels in two-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
And down on strikes. One away. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. Just missed. Ohtani, a former MVP. He throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. Righty delivers. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Betts makes the grab, and there's two down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Big challenge for them today as they take on a pitcher who brings electric stuff and really racks up the strikeouts.
Yeah, and it's all about making good contact against a pitcher like this. You're not going to get very many pitches to hit in an at-bat, maybe even in a game. So you've got to be ready, zoned in the spot where you think you've got the best chance and jump all over it. Might be the first pitch in the at-bat, so you better walk up there ready from the jump. If they can make early, consistent contact, I think they'll have a much better shot against it.
That one finds the zone. No balls, two strikes.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground, drifts towards it, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Chavez Ravine. And today's starting pitcher, Spencer Strider.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
Bottom of the first. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. The wind of the pitch. Up and in, 1-0. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
The shortstop takes the ball.
2-1.
Wouldn't chase that time.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And here it comes. In the air, right field. Fair ball.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now it's Mookie Betts. Now a pop-up on the infield. Olsen makes the catch, and there's one down. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
So a substitution needed at first because of the injury. Coming in as a pinch runner, Miguel Rojas. And the 1-0. This one high in the air to left center. Ozuna sizing this one up. Makes the grab. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Teoscar Hernandez now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Outside corner, there's a strike. Rojas off the first with 2 away. Sets him down looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. 1 left for LA, scoreless after 1. Now into the ball game on defense, Miguel Rojas. He's in at shortstop. Here is Matt Olson.
You almost have to feel bad for Matt Olson after what happened in 2023. He played every game, hit 54 home runs, drove in 139, led the league in slugging, and he still wasn't even named a finalist for the National League MVP award.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
In all seriousness, I don't think anyone is feeling bad for Matt Olson. 2023 was a phenomenal season for him, whether he was an MVP finalist or not.
The pitch. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and he's there with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A massive home run, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 2-0. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Power versus power right there, like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? But a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Hey.
0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success. 0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
And the righty deals. And another ball.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Righty to the plate. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a pitch. And that's downstairs and outside. And that's ball 4.
Ball 4.
So a man aboard. So here's Murphy now. Base hit center field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive in the center field. So that definitely felt good.
Here's Orlando Arcia. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Ohtani, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. And that one is lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out. One down.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Michael Harris next up for the Braves. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. The Braves trying to break this one open here at the top of the second. Double steal. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. Muncy pulls it down to second with the throw. No chance to get back. It's a double play. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. And it's 2-zip. You're dialed into the show. We head to the bottom of the second. Here comes Max Muncy. The line to kick the pitch.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Next pitch is downstairs. Garrett Richards, a guy who was originally a first-round pick of the Angels out of the University of Oklahoma. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
In the air, left field, down the line. Ozuna running hard. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Strider, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a curve, a changeup, and he works in a two-seamer. One down, base is empty. Out to short, Arcia. Throws across the diamond. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Dodgers go down quietly. They trail it here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. And the right-hander back to work. Acuna in 2023 with about as impressive a power-speed combination season as we have ever seen. Here comes the 0-1. In the air, left field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. He's 0 for 1. The Braves always liked Acuna, but consider for a second he was signed for $100,000 in 2014 out of Venezuela. So they liked him, but he wasn't some monster prospect. He ended up growing into one of the top young prospects in all of baseball. Swing and a miss as he was late.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The next pitch misses, and it's 1-2. 1 out, base is empty. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. The pitch. Out to short. The throw to first. And Albies is retired. Two outs, base is empty. Here's Austin Riley. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. And there's a ball. Two outs. That one hit to right. Betts makes the catch, and that'll do it. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Kike Hernandez. Strider back to work. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Hernandez getting the start in center in the 8th spot in today's lineup. And he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2009. Next pitch misses, and the count is 1-1. Out to short, Arcia. Slings it across. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. And now it's Gavin Lux. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. And it's fouled away. The Braves leading by 2 here in the last half of the 3rd. And that curveball drops in there for a strike.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
The punch out there, and 2 away now.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Entered the game as a pinch runner. First plate appearance for him here. Not close with that one, and it's 1-0. Two out, space is empty. And he takes a strike. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Dodgers down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. As we go to the top of the 4th, and now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit.
Here's a fun fact. Dodger Stadium was also the home of the Los Angeles Angels for 4 years in the 1960s while they waited for Anaheim Stadium to be built. When the Angels were playing games at home, instead of Dodger Stadium, they called it Chavez Ravine Stadium.
Left-hand hitter waits. And that's down and away.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
At the belt and fires. In the air out towards right center. Makes the grab, 1 away. Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike. Kicks and fires. Laced down the line. Could be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his 2nd hit.
All over that one right there. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
So now to the plate for Atlanta. Jorge Soler walked his first time. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And a pitch. Foul ball there. Swing and a miss. Splitter in the dirt. Ow. 2 away now after the drop 3rd strike. Nice job behind the plate there.
That was a nice sequence for the quick strikeout. Change speeds with each pitch, splitter, fastball splitter, and that leaves you kind of shaking your head as a hitter heading back to the dugout. Sometimes all you can do is tip your cap, because unless you're guessing one of those, you're stuck in the middle, and it becomes very tough to put a good swing on the ball, let alone make contact.
Here's Sean Murphy. Top of the zone for a strike. It's 0-1. Runner at second, 2 down. Ball one there. Man at second. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Ozuna at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. That's the 3rd out. 1 hit, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Braves 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go, bottom 4. Here's Mookie Betts now. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And Acuna able to make the grab.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Freeman checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And no swing, says James Kingsley. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Olsen drifts towards it, corrals it, and that quickly 2 away. Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
And that's outside. And that is ball 1. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Now 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 3-1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. And Hernandez is out. And that's the inning. Back here in L.A., top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Orlando Arcia. The right-hander back to work. That pitch clips the outside corner. 0-1. Kicks and deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Next offering is downstairs. The pitch. And a swing and a miss. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Tosses to first, and the first two set down in the top of the fifth. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. He wrote a terrific piece before the season that detailed his love for baseball.
Yeah, he and his friends would play at the beach, in a huge lot behind the hospital, or out on the street. All they needed was a newspaper and some tape, and they were ready for a game. Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the third or fourth pitch of just about every at bat.
Wouldn't chase that time. There's a strike. Two down, nobody on. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Now in for the Braves, Ozzie Albies.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Runner on the go. Pitch inside. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Muncy digs in. Here comes a pitch. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
You know, these Dodgers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They've got players in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
The wind and the pitch. And that just misses. The 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with two strikes. You want to let the ball travel. Make sure you recognize it. Try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the two-strike approach.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. The Braves up by 2. Last half of inning number 5. And a good eye there. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to first, and they get the out on Smith. Now it's the DH, Andy Pajes. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1's the count.
Late with the swing there.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Just misses with that one.
It's a good take.
2 outs. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The wind of the pitch. Bounce to the left side. Riley slings to first, and the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top 6. Now the number 2 hitter, Ozzie Albies. Albies, multi-time All-Star, 27 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. Ohtani back to work. On the inside corner for a strike. And there's a foul ball. And the pitch. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th. So up next, Austin Riley. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Not even close there. And the count is 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today. Economical with the pitch count.
Two outs, base is empty. Matt Olson next up for the Braves. 1 for 2. And a strike on the outside edge. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
2 down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. Here's a 1-2. And a rope into center field, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Here's the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. His homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jack Flaherty looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Gonsolin getting loose as well. And the right-hander deals. And downstairs. Olsen, the runner at first with 2 gone. That misses the zone. And it's 2-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. In the dirt, blocked. Well done behind the dish. Struck him out looking. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Braves 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Dodger Stadium, here's Kike Hernandez.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
First pitch, and he just misses. There's a swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That one fouled off. The 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Probably showing some pretty dominating stuff out there in this one, not just in terms of swing and miss, but also in terms of command. You know, all the strikeouts, they just kind of speak for themselves, but when you don't walk anyone, you're demonstrating that you have the confidence in your abilities to truly go right after opposing batters.
Lux swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. And a pitch. Fought off foul. Got him. 2 gone.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And now Miguel Rojas. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And a foul ball. The Dodgers down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
Boog, it looked like that curveball backed up on him, and although it's a mistake, it works out really good for the pitcher. The hitter's timed it up, expects it to be to a certain spot, and it just doesn't get there.
That misses. 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And here it comes. That one misses, and it's 3-2. Mookie Betts waiting to bat for the Dodgers. swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Dodgers go down quietly, and they're down 2-0. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Jack Flaherty. Jorge Soler now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. The pitch. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Just missed. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. The pitch.
Thank you.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate, but the hands are still stinging after that one.
On the ground to short, Rojas sends it to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. Foul ball. One down, base is empty. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves. Ground ball right side. He handles it himself, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. So they go quietly there. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Braves 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Mookie Betts. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
2 balls, no strikes to count. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely. If he's doing damage now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Under it is Acuna to make the grab, and there's 1 down. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. And that's downstairs and outside.
When you get to this part of the order, Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Freeman hits it in the air. Harris has a beat on it. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Hernandez lays off down low as he digs in for the 3rd time. Activity in the bullpen. Raisel Iglesias, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Matzik, a left-hander, also throwing. There's a strike at the knees.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. We go to the 8th. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris. The wind of the pitch. A little bit low.
Ball 1, no strike.
To the right side, Lux. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So the batting order turns over. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Not your prototypical leadoff guy. Gets on base, yes, but also some power. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And another ball. Wouldn't chase that time. And there's the automatic. And that's too high, ball 4.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
Man at first. And next for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. Pitch out, but no action.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Just missed. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
3-0.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Pitch is in for a strike, and the count is 3-1. That's too high, and it's ball 4. Another walk. So first and second with one gone. Now in for the Braves, Austin Riley. First pitch misses.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Close one, doesn't get the call. Yeah, that's ball two. Gets under and pops it up. And the infield fly rule call. Here's Matt Olson.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
0-1's the count.
That one missed. Line drive. Brings it in for the third out. Two left for Atlanta as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Back here in L.A., here's Muncy to hit. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Pitch misses. Ball one.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
1-1.
Righty delivers. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far. No runs across either. And he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
The batter now will be Will Smith. First round pick out of Louisville in 2016. Pitch misses inside. 1-0.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Tying run at the plate. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. And there's one away. Next is the Dodger DH, Andy Pages.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
That's down and in.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The tying run at the plate. And fouled off. The 1-1. And another ball. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. High fly ball, shallow right field. And Acuna able to make the grab. And there's 2 away. Here's Kike Hernandez. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. That's a little bit low.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Late on that fastball.
Well, this looks like it's going to be a wasted opportunity. It's frustrating when you get the leadoff man on, but you can't get him into scoring position. They're going to need a big knock. Try to put something up on the board.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 ball.
Muncy leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Totally dominant on the mound as he's through 8 without surrendering a run. It's the Braves 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 9th. Now the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. Flaherty back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
And the righty deals. And a foul ball. And he deals. That misses. And the count 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch misses outside. And the count's full. Kicks and fires. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
So man aboard. Jorge Soler will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. The pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around third. Now a long throw home. He will score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Big at bat to pad their lead up to 3. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Sean Murphy.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
That one finds the zone. 0-1. Swing and a tapper. Throw on to Freeman. Now 1 gone in the 9th. And here is Orlando Arcia. That one's in there. 0-1. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Now 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And there are 2 down. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Two outs and one in scoring position. And another ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Man on second, 2 down. Slider clips the corner.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Ronald Acuna Jr. to bat next. Left-hand batter waits. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Man at second. So now 2 on and 2 outs. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Acuna in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two on, 2 outs. And strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the 9th, and now it's going to be Gavin Lux. And a pitch. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Boog, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So digging in, Miguel Rojas. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
1-1.
The Dodgers trailing by 3 here in the last half of inning number 9. One down, base is empty. Off the mark there. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2
The only
strikes, the count.
adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Next
Ball
one
2.
in the dirt. Wouldn't chase that time. The Braves trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning.
3.
Got it by him for the K. Here's Mookie now. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, we got a first pitch breaking ball right there that he clearly liked the look of. Just needed to let it travel a little longer.
2 outs. And a foul ball. This could end it. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And they'll do it again. Down. And that is the ball game.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished what he started.
A shutout in this one. 3-0 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.